Yo, what is good, boys? In today's video, we got my recap and reaction for UFC Freedom 250. All right, it's been a couple days. It's been about a full day since the event went down. I needed a little bit of time to cool off, okay? Because there's a lot of shit that happened in this card. It feels like I'm living in a fever dream, okay? And I know a lot of UFC fans were thinking that same thing, bro. It feels like we're living in a fucking fever dream. First, we had Sean Strickland. Now we got Justin Gaethje as a champ in 2026. What are we fucking talking about, dude? We're gonna be going over all the fights on the card, like usual, kind of breaking them down a little bit, just explaining what happened. Did pretty shit on the old picks. Okay, I think a lot of people did shit on the picks, especially in the main event, which we'll fucking get to. And I also chose Michael Chandler to win. Okay, I wanted to spice it up, add an underdog to my predictions video, so I kind of desperately just put Michael Chandler in there for my predictions. Um which we'll get to Michael Chandler's performance. I chose Alex Pereira to win, and we'll fucking get to that, okay? Because not only am I gonna be making this video today, I'm gonna be making a full video breaking down the post that Alex Pereira made, which we'll touch on a little bit in this video. Um, but we're gonna do a whole separate video because let me fucking tell you, dude. If I see Herb Dean out in public, it's on fucking sight, dude. It's on sight. If I see Herb Dean out in public, okay? But let's cool down. Let's steer away from that, and let's get into our fucking opener of the fight, okay? Because I gotta talk about these fights a little bit more. Dude, Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia to start us off on the card. What a fucking fight this was, okay? I did choose Diego Lopez to win this one by a round 2 TKO or a round 2 submission, and guess what, boys? Diego Lopez gets it done in round 2, dude. Round 1 he comes out, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shitting a brick, okay? I'm shitting a fucking fat log in my pants. I'm like, shit, dude. Steve Garcia is looking sharp, boy. He came into the cage walking out looking super mean. Steve Garcia did look super fit. And he was sticking Diego Lopez in the first round with his jab. Didn't really land too many devastating shots. He landed a few rear hands every now and then. But nothing that really made Diego Lopez like, it didn't really look like he was in danger. It just looked like he was losing. Okay. As you can see here by the strikes, 23-6 in that first round. Diego Lopez, not a lot of output. It was more of a technical first round. Like I said, Steve Garcia just keeping him at range with the jab, staying out range, not trying to cause any commotion in the ocean. Okay. Then we get to fucking round 2. Okay. Then we get to round 2. All right. And immediately there's something different. Okay, it's like fucking Diego Lopez. He just needs a couple shots to the head, and then he's himself. Okay, he's fully Diego Lopez. He comes out, Steve Garcia. He's landed some big shots on him, kind of cracking him a bit, and then I just see Diego Lopez. I see this little flicker in his eyes. All right, I see this little flicker in Diego Lopez's eyes. It's like, all right, let's do it. Like that's what I felt from Diego Lopez. He got cracked a few times by Steve Garcia. He seen that Steve Garcia was getting a little bit scrappy. He was like, all right, bet. Well, let's throw down then. And that's what fucking my boy Diego does best, bruh. He throws down. He threw down in the pocket a few times, cracked Steve Garcia. They break up a little bit. Steve Garcia, he tries to keep him out range again, but he ends up getting sloppy. And exactly like I said in the predictions video, Steve Garcia, he likes to hang around in the pocket, bro. He likes to make himself at home in the void, okay? And Diego Lopez, he fucking capitalized off of it and hit a beautiful right hook into a left hook and fucking knocks Steve Garcia on his ass. Beautiful shit. We'll go over it here. Hopefully I don't get fucking copyrighted here. You can see Steve Garcia, this is what I'm talking about. He's too much in the void. He's kind of sticking around there, trying to land some big shots. All right, buddy. Nobody's beating my boy Diego when it's a fucking brawl. All right? Fucking Diego Lopez winds up. He partially lands to that left and then fucking smacks him with the straight right into this left hook. Watch this left hand here. Boom! Drops Steve Garcia. Ends it off with some beautiful ground and pound. What a fucking way to start the card. A lot of people, like I said at the predictions video, they were like, well, why is Bo Nickel not the start of the card? Put Diego Lopez higher up. We needed to set the fucking tone, in which it did, okay? Carrying us on to our next fight. We had Bo Nickel Fuck, what happened to my tab? All right, we had Bo Nickel versus Big Kyle Dawkins. Okay, I was calling this the most shit fight on the card. My bad, Bo. My bad, Bo. I didn't know you get down like that, bro. I thought that was a one time thing. You know, I thought the fucking head kick KO. I thought that was a one and done. Turns out I was wrong. Bo Nickel, striking masterclass, MMA masterclass. He comes out round one, immediately takes down Kyle Dawkins, landed some decent ground and pound. He really needs to work on his ground and pound when he's on top, I think. Did he threaten any submissions in the first round? No, he didn't. Just pretty much, kind of just smothering him. Doing that good old ginger smother fest. I was like, all right, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, we just had Diego Lopez, and now we're about to fucking see Bo Nickel 29-28 decision. And then the second round comes around. Or the first round. Was it the first round? Yeah, it was the first round. Dude, 30 seconds left. Kyle Dawkins gets back up. Bo Nickel with a beautiful, I think it was a jab. I think it was a jab that dropped him. If I'm not mistaken here. Do they have a picture of it? I think it was a jab for Bo Nickel. Yeah, he hits him with the right hand, but the jab is what makes Kyle Dawkins fall. And then we got a good old fucking, shout out my dude Anthony Smith, bro. He would be proud of you, Kyle Dawkins, bro. The good old fucking armadillo. Just kind of hover up in your shell like Kyle Dawkins did here. And then Bo Nickel, he just goes to town on the forearms of Kyle Dawkins and gets himself a little TKO in the first round. That's what I'm fucking talking about, Bo. We are Bo fans, okay? We regret talking all the shit that we talked on Bo Nickel. We are now Bo Nickel fans. Let's go, my ginger brother, okay? On to the fucking... on to the next, bro. Dude, this fight, I was dead ass laughing. I was screaming at my fucking TV. We had Mauricio Rufy versus Michael Chandler, okay? Did I pick Michael Chandler to win? Yes. Did I maybe waste $25 and bet on Michael Chandler by TKO? Yes, I did. Okay. Don't fucking judge me, all right? I know everybody was thinking, but what if? What if Michael Chandler wins, dude? His fucking pre-fight fucking spiel, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna show this kid. When the unks loosen up their fucking bootstraps and they get down. This guy, he fights like his favorite fighter. You know what I mean? He's fighting like he's playing a video game. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna give him a real ass whooping, red, white, blue. That shit got to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know I just totally fucked that up, but that shit got to me, okay? I genuinely thought that Michael Chandler was about to go out there and sleep Mauricio Rufy. All right? Don't fucking judge me. Like I said, bro. I thought it was possible. I was like, dude, I'm about to win like $150 if Michael Chandler. Dude, I believe this shit. I believe this shit, dude. What the fuck? Dude, what a masterclass by Mauricio Rufy. Had Unk running for his life, dude. He's landed big shots at range. Michael Chandler did jack shit in this fight. As you can see, 3 total strikes landed from fucking Michael. Okay. Shot some shitty takedowns. How many takedown attempts did he have? 3. He got close on one of them. But the other ones were just fucking the sloppiest takedowns. Like I seriously can't I can't stand the whole. Yeah, I was a wrestler in high school, dude. That shit don't mean shit anymore, dude. If Mauricio Rufy can go out there and get ragdolled by BSD less than a year ago, and then fucking come back and not fucking get taken down by 3 of your takedown attempts, bro. I don't want to hear the whole American wrestling college bullshit, bro. Leave it to the Daggies, okay? The Daggies and Bryce Mitchell, I should say, okay? The Daggies and Bryce Mitchell, because Bryce Mitchell is a wrestler, okay? He's from fucking Arkansas, all right? Sent him through 3 years Arkansas for a game, brother. But yeah, shitty performance by Michael Chandler, dude. I really let the shit talk get to me, the fucking spieling out of Unk's mouth they got to me. And I genuinely thought he was going to win this fight. I genuinely thought he was going to win this fight. Mauricio Rufy just kind of kept him at range. I'm kind of going off on a spiel here because I'm so disappointed in myself that I truly believe that Michael Chandler is going to win this shit. Mauricio Rufy staying at range. He used his uppercut. He was ripping to the body good, kind of like the Ilia Topuria fight with Justin Gaethje, where Ilia Topuria was digging into the body. when he had Michael Chandler up against the cage, you know, he was kind of ripping that left hook at range to the body. And then it's some big uppercuts. I forget what actually dropped him. I can't remember. It's been a fucking minute, dude. What was it here? He was doing some good kicks too. He landed the wheel kick around the guard a few times, and then oh yeah, right there, he fucking lands the lands a wheel kick partially. Michael Chandler's fucking on gas bounces off the cage right into a fucking right hand from Rufy, and then just brutal uppercuts to end it off. What a fucking performance, man! Shout out Mauricio Rufy, got up there, preached the gospel. Brother Bryce will be proud. Okay, proposed to his wife. Okay, I fucking forgot about this shit. Because there were so many good fights on this card. Every fight was a good fight on this card. I forgot, bro. Mauricio Rufy proposed to his wife on the post-fight speech. Let's go, baby. We are married now. Okay, we are now full in on Mauricio Rufy. I've always been a big fan of Mauricio Rufy. Ever since he started. I honestly just wanted to see the American Unk get this one done. I thought it would be funny if I was on on here doing the recap, and I'm like, dude, Michael Chandler, round 2, KO, I told y'all. But that was not the case, okay? Good win from Mauricio Rufy, and our boy's married now. We are married, all right? Next up, dude, we had Josh Hockett versus Derek Lewis, okay? Dude, like, this is another situation like the Michael Chandler fight. I let the shit get to me. I didn't pick Derek Lewis, okay? I'm just saying I let it get to me. I was like, dude, maybe Derek Lewis genuinely has a chance. Which he did if he would have tried to win the fight, okay? Derek Lewis, bro, if you're not going to fucking try on the White House lawn, you're not going to try anywhere. You're not going to try on a main event. You're not going to try in Madison Square Garden. You're not going to try fucking at some other big arena, fucking fan-packed arena. Retire. If you're not going to try, retire. These guys are fucking going on to ruin their legacy. Nobody fucking remembers Michael Chandler in the Bellator days. Nobody remembers fucking Derek Lewis when he was on his knockout streak. Nobody remembers that he has the most knockouts in fucking UFC history if he keeps going down this fucking path. Retire, bro. If you're not going to try, retire. Shit pisses me off, bro. Josh Hockett comes out first round, gets a fucking takedown on Big D Lou, and absolutely is fucking pounding the Black Beast. Okay? Pause. But he's pounding the Black Beast, okay? He's fucking pounding him on the ground a pound. Didn't really do too much. He got an armbar at the end of the round. I remember watching that shit. And dude, Derek Lewis must be strong as fuck because it didn't look like he was in any pain. As far as I could see, at least, it didn't look like Derek Lewis was in any pain during that armbar, and he survived like 30 seconds in an armbar from Josh Hockett. So then the second round, I was fucking. By the way, I was like, dude, there's no way. Josh Hockett's about to fucking armbar Derek Lewis, and Derek Lewis's fucking belly fat propped him up enough, or his back fat, sorry, propped him up enough, I think, to where Josh Hockett couldn't get the armbar on Derek Lewis, and he fucking survives to the second round. And then Josh Hockett, dude, look at the fucking size difference, dude. I'm done. I'm done hating on Josh Hockett. I know I usually don't. But dude, you can't dislike him anymore. It's gotten to a point where he's proved that he's skillful, that he's got the hands, that he's got the cardio, that he can make heavyweight entertaining, okay? And the fact that people are still hating on him is just pissing me off, bro. He's bringing entertaining fights. We'll go over the post-fight speech as well. But take a look at this fucking knockout. I'm pretty sure his right hand, dude. Josh Huck's right hand is fucking elite. He was landing this fucking right hand all night. Hits him with a few uppercuts into a right hand. And Derek Lewis gives up, bro. If we're being honest, Big D Lou, take a look at that big black head right there. He was fully awake, okay? He could have kept going. He fucking dropped to his fucking back. Gave up again. Like I said, bro, if you're not going to have motivation on the White House lawn to fight back, then you're not going to have motivation anywhere. Retire. Retire, Derek Lewis. I hate to see you go. I don't want to see you go out like Tony Ferguson, okay? I don't want the fucking V2 of Tony Ferguson, all right? Go ahead and retire, my boy, all right? Unfortunate, but dude, Josh Hockett gets on the mic after. I'm fucking jumping around here. Sorry. I'm like jumping around topics completely. They obviously didn't post the fucking post fight speech from Josh Hockett, but said some shit about fucking Michelle Obama's a man. Um, shouted out Donald Trump. Shit like that wasn't too crazy. Okay, I think he was keeping it a little PG-13 for the White House card. But let's get on to our fucking next fight here, the feature fight. I think that's what you call this, right? Am I an idiot? I think this is the feature fight, right? You got the feature fight, co-main, and then main, right? That's how it goes. We had Sean O'Malley versus fucking Amy and Zahabi, dude. We're back. We did it. We won by brutal knockout. Okay, let's go. We are about to have fucking dude. Think about this. If you're an American, you know you're rooting for the Americans. I know some Americans, they're not really Americans. Dude, if you're a fucking American and you root for the Americans no matter what, pretty much, unless it's like some fucking, dink of a ting, um, it is possible that we have 3 American champions by the end of the year. Okay, from 0 to 3 in 1 year. If Sean O'Malley beats Peter Yan, which I think he can. Yeah, yeah, bro. We about to see. We about to see, bro. We about to see who's shit now. I heard everybody was dogging on the Americans. The Americans fell off. They're not at the top of the food chain as far as the UFC roster anymore. All right. Give my boy Sean O'Malley a title shot. See what happens then. All right. Yeah. All right, bro. Let me quit. No, we had Sean O'Malley versus Amin Zahabi. Round 1. Sean O'Malley, he comes out looking vintage, okay, dude. He's walking out on the fucking walkout, walking out to the superstar, played by the live, what was that, like the Marine band or some shit? I don't know. The Navy band or some bullshit, the military band, whatever you want to call it. And dude, there is some coked up ass motherfucker. I don't know who it was. I don't think they have a video of it here. There's some dude in a military outfit, okay? Some like he looks like a colonel or some shit of the military walking out with Sean O'Malley, hyping up Sean O'Malley, okay? He's the fucking reason for this knockout, okay? If you guys watch fights, you guys know what I'm talking about. There was some old 75, 80 plus year old dude walking out with Sean O'Malley, screaming at Sean O'Malley, hyping him up. I don't know what he was saying. I think Sean O'Malley said he was saying something like, let's fucking go, knock him out. Just hyping the fuck out of Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, he's keeping it cool, calm, and collected. Gets into the cage, first round. And you can see Amin Zahabi. He's scared. He's biting on every feint. He's flinching at every feint from Sean O'Malley. And Sean O'Malley's doing a very good job of keeping the feints going, mixing it up, sticking him with the jab, sticking him with the, I guess you would call it a switch rear hand. So, like, if he was southpaw, he would switch to orthodox, throw his right hand, or vice versa. If he was orthodox, he would switch to southpaw, throw his left hand. And he's cracking Amin Zahabi, okay? But Amin Zahabi, he's bringing in the old fucking Joe Rogan favorite, dude. The one that really gets Joe Rogan going. Do I even need to say what it is? It's leg kicks, dude. It's leg kicks, okay? Amin Zahabi, he's landed this kind of shuffle lead leg kick to the inside thigh of Sean O'Malley whenever he goes orthodox, I think it was. And he's fucking he's landed some good kicks, okay? By round 2, it's kind of the same thing, okay? And now at this point, we got the old classic Joe Rogan. All right. I wish I would have fucking, checked Kalshi or like Poly Market or some bullshit and seen if there was any ones for Joe, how many times Joe Rogan would mention the leg kicks on this card. Because it was a fucking astonishing amount. Okay, round 2, I think, is when he started mentioning it. And he mentioned leg kicks from Zahabi maybe 10 times. Not even a joke. Oh my god, folks, take a look at that leg. He's completely he's gonna really kind of take away that movement from Sean O'Malley, if he keeps landing that leg kick. Sean O'Malley, he's got to get out of there. That's dangerous. That's not his world. Just fucking glazing the fuck out of these leg kicks from Zahabi. And I'm thinking Sean O'Malley's still moving the same as the first round. I sense a KO coming, okay? And I bet $150 on Sean O'Malley by KO. Paid out a little fucking, I think it was like 250. And dude, Sean O'Malley, he's raising his leg with the kick, so it's obviously gonna swing his leg a little bit farther than what it would if he's planting his leg, you know what I mean? And then he fucking cracks Zahabi. I was calling this out. I was screaming at my TV. I was saying, Sean, whenever he throws this fucking leg kick, absolutely punish him for it. And you could see, even Zahabi, he was about to do that shuffle kick because this what's that? His right leg of Sean O'Malley was open for a little leg kick, and he was about to throw it. I swear, Amin Zahabi, he was about to throw it, and fucking Sean O'Malley, bink with the fucking left hand, drops Zahabi bad. Zahabi somehow gets back up, 1-2 down the pipe into the fucking salute, absolute cinema. And then you could see here, dude, take a look back, okay? I've seen a lot of people calling this an early stoppage. Take a look at this. If you're calling this a fucking early stoppage, take a look at this. All right. Gets dropped. Look at Amin Zahabi when he goes to get back up. Meow. Falls right back down, bro. This motherfucker was not okay to continue. And worse comes to worse, if Sean O'Malley did do that salute and kind of sold it, Amin Zahabi, he probably would have curled up on his back for a little bit, like right there. And fucking Sean O'Malley would have hit that classic fucking right hand from the top. Boom, bounced Zahabi's fucking head off the cage, or off the fucking canvas, dude. So I don't want to hear any early stoppage bullshit from that shit, okay? That was a beautiful knockout. Good call. Was that Herb Dean in that fight? Because we're going to fucking get to him, all right, motherfucker. Was that Herb Dean? No, it wasn't. On to the next, bro. We had fucking... I feel like I'm rambling, like, out of control here. I'm going off topic a bunch. But, dude, this fucking... There was just so much shit that happened on this card that I'm trying to go over it all, okay? Cut me some fucking slack. Next up, we had Alex Pereira versus Ciryl Gane. Performance of the night, huh? Performance of the night for being a fucking dirty cheat, huh? Dude, we just had a little post from Big Alex sticking up for himself, sticking up for what's right, okay? And we're going to make a full video on that if I have time here today to do that. Alex Pereira just came out with a little video. He said, Herb Dean, you're fired, bud. That's what Alex Pereira said, and I agree, okay? Round one of this fight, Alex Pereira is getting touched up, okay? Ciryl Gane, he's looking fresh, okay? I thought, Alex Pereira, he was landing his shit here and there, okay? But Ciryl Gane, I thought he was going to win the first round. I was completely prepared for Ciryl Gane to win the first round. In which he did, okay? He outstruck Pereira. He stayed at distance, got in when he needed to, got out when he needed to. All right? Shot a couple takedowns, or one takedown. Obviously didn't land it. Pereira just looks super awkward in that first round, which he does a lot of the time, okay? He's not a super technically sound guy. He's got his own kind of a weird style. So I was prepared for that. But then we get into round two. Then we get into round two, okay? And Ciryl Gane, he's landing some big shots. For sure. For sure he's landing some big shots. But do you see on the fucking scorecard where it says 31 significant strikes from Ciryl Gane, dude? Yeah. About 15 of those bitches were to the back of Alex Pereira's head. Okay? Look here. Look here. He drops him with this right hand. That was a clean right hand. If he would have fucking did a little ground and pound here and the fight was called, I'd been like, all right, yeah. Good shit. Good shit, Ciryl Gane. That was a good win. Back of the head. Watch here. Watch his hand. Back of the head. Back of the head. Watch here. This is when it gets fucking insanity. Boom. 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 All to the back of the head. These are all strikes. These are all elbows to the back of the head. And we got fucking Herb Dean. I'm not going to get into it too much, bro. I'm not going to get too heated. I got to save this for the breakdown of this video with Alex Pereira's post that he just made. But wow, dude. I can't believe it. And he's still going. I didn't even notice this when I was watching the fights. I look on my fucking TikTok after this fight ended while I'm waiting for Ilya and fucking Gaethje to walk out. And I'd see this, and I'm like, how the fuck did I not notice that? 13 to anywhere from 13 to 15 strikes, mainly elbows, landed to the back of Alex Pereira's head, which then Alex Pereira, he does make it back to his feet. He gets finished up against the cage here. Just fucking sad to see, dude. It's so ridiculous that this fucking dweeb, this French baguette eating fucking dweeb, this absolute goblin of the sport, this ugly, atrocious, big-headed ass motherfucker keeps getting these title shots when he cheats every single time. Okay, like I said though, I'm not gonna get into it too much. God, I keep getting into it too much. But yeah, dude, like just fucking. We'll get into that in the video. I guess good win by Serial Gone. I guess whatever. Let's just fucking move on. So that I don't get pissed off and go off on a little tangent. I'm gonna save that for the video, like I said. Um, on to the main event, dude. I'm forgetting that these fights happened because there were so many good ones on this card. Like I said, every fight was pretty much a good fight. We had Ilya Taporia versus Justin Gaethje, in which I am a very big Justin Gaethje fan. Okay, I want you to know that before I start this spiel. Um, and I chose Ilya Taporia by round 2 KO. Brutal KO. I'm not gonna say I didn't have any what am I trying to fucking say here? I'm not gonna say I didn't have any thought in my mind that maybe Justin Gaethje could pull it off. Okay, there was a little bit of that in the back of my mind, which is why I placed a $50 bet on him. And cashed out for about $200. Um, but dude, I'm not gonna lie. I placed the bet. I fucking cashed the bet back out before the fight started, and then I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it." And then I placed a bet on him again, and which I'm glad I did because Justin Gaethje just fucked up Ilya Taporia for 3 rounds. Okay, out of this 4-round fight, in which the first round he comes out, and I'm thinking, what the fuck am I witnessing right now? Okay, I about shed a tear. I about shed a fucking tear, dude. Justin Gaethje comes out in the first round. He is using his jab more. He's using the jab better than Sean Strickland used the jab. Okay, he's fucking bobbing fucking Ilya Taporia's head back with every jab. Every time Ilya Taporia tries to get into the pocket, Gaethje's sticking his jab out there. The size difference looked impeccable. Okay, Justin Gaethje looked fucking huge out there. That was pretty much it for the first round. He was landing some good head kicks up against the cage. Super awkward shit from Justin Gaethje. Round 2 comes around. I'm gonna kind of fly through this, by the way, because we're already at 27 minutes. But round 2 comes around, and Ilya Taporia looks fresh. Okay, he got bloodied up in the first round, even though it was close on strikes. In round 2, he comes out and he's looking a lot better. Okay, he's ripping the body of Justin Gaethje. When I mean ripping, I don't know if they have any clips on it. Up here. But I was about to fucking cry, dude. Right there. Boom. Right to the liver of Justin Gaethje. He was throwing these awkward head kicks, which I loved from Justin Gaethje. I feel like those really kind of threw Ilya Taporia off guard. I think he lands another one here up against the cage. He's kind of posting with his right arm. He was slapping the head of Justin Gaethje, I think, actually. Kind of, get him thinking about the right hand, and then just ripping to the body. Obviously can't see. Beautiful fucking camera work here. But rips to the body a couple more times. And I think he eventually, is this the one where he drops him? No, that was at the end of the round. It was kind of that same thing in the second round, if that wasn't the second round. I can't remember. But he was ripping the body of Justin Gaethje, drops Justin Gaethje, okay? And gets on top of him and starts going for triangles and arm bars. What do we fucking... This y'all's go, bro? This y'all's fucking go to the sport? What the fuck? This motherfucker drops Justin Gaethje in the second round due to brutal body shots up against the cage and starts fucking throwing up arm bars and triangles. What the fuck, dude? Dude, I'm starting to think fucking Big Netanyahu got involved. It got involved in this fight, bro. And then round 3 comes around, okay? Like I said, I know I'm jumping off topic, but there's so much shit. Round 3 comes around. Justin Gaethje's looking a little bit fresher. He is cracking Ilya Taporia. I'm trying to remember. This whole fight is kind of a blur to me. I was watching it with a few of my friends. And dude, it was just like I was standing in front of my TV, right? Every time Justin Gaethje landed a big shot, I stepped back. I was fucking befooled. I was like, who the fuck? I literally screamed out. I said, who the fuck is this mythical fighter? I've never seen this Justin Gaethje. Who the fuck is this dude? And where is Ilya Taporia? Because this ain't the goat of the sport. All right, this ain't the fucking soon-to-be GOAT, the guy that could possibly be Islam Makhachev. This ain't him. All right. Round 3, I can't really remember what happened. They're just going at it. Round 3, I don't think this knockdown was in round 3. I think this was round 2, or this was round 4, if I'm not mistaken. Or was this round 3? This might have been round 3. And then Justin Gaethje, he drops Ilia Topuria with that right hand. I can't fucking remember. I'm sorry, dude. I can't remember. Was it a knockdown? No. Okay, so that was round 4. But they don't have it on here either. I don't know what the fuck's going on, bro. Either way, good fight. Back and forth. Justin Gaethje cracked Ilia Topuria so many times in this fight. Ilia Topuria, he had the fucking win in the palm of his hands. Okay, he really did, and he fucking sold it by trying to throw up a fucking arm or a fucking triangle in an arm bar on Justin Gaethje. Okay, fucking insane timeline to be living in, dude. I don't know if they have a picture of Ilia Topuria's face. Probably not, but I felt bad. I felt bad to an extent, but I just kept telling myself, dude, this guy had to be humbled. He had to. He had to. This had to happen. Okay, to Ilia Topuria. I think it's either going to do one of two things. Okay, it's either going to make him come back stronger. He's going to come back and he's going to absolutely rule the lightweight division, or he's Tony Ferguson V3, bro. Can't have the V2 spot because Derek Lewis already took that shit. Or actually, I guess you got to take the V4 spot because Michael Chandler took the 3rd spot. But dude, V4 Tony Ferguson, that might be what we see off fucking Ilia Topuria. He might be beating up cans in the Apex for the rest of his career, the way Justin Gaethje bombed the fuck out of him and deconfigurized. I don't even know if that's a fucking word, dude. Deconfigurized his whole fucking face. All right, fucking Ilia Topuria looked like he was out of a horror movie. He looked like he had literally put on a mask and like got the fake blood and everything like for a fucking horror movie. Both of his eyes were swelled shut. Absolutely insane performance by Justin Gaethje. He didn't have a fucking scratch on him damn near. A little bit there. What is that fucking thing that pops up? He had a few scratches here, but nothing compared. Get him off the fucking screen. Sorry. Nothing compared to Ilia Topuria, though. So beautiful win by Justin Gaethje. I don't even know if this was a good recap. I'm gonna post it anyways. I feel like I was bouncing around, but I hope I ticked every box of what happened on the fucking White House card. Absolutely insane card. And to think that we have fucking Conor McGregor coming back in less than a month now is fucking insanity. We're obviously gonna do the predictions and shit for Cop versus Horiguchi coming up this weekend. And like I said, dude, we're doing a whole fucking video on Herb Dean. All right, it's on site, buddy. They'll be alone at night. All right, I'll see you guys in that video. Goodbye.